Action.
Hello everyone, I meet the most interesting people in the world sitting right here in front of Angelina's Pizza. I'm Kit Carson, the Earl of Pizza, and tonight I've got a young man I'd like the world to get to know. Tell everybody your name, sir.
Well, I don't know if I'm a young man or not.
Well, you're younger than me.
Well, that may be.
Yeah, it is true.
Hey.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit.
My name's John Blanky. I'm down here in Key West having a good time.
Yeah, how many years have you been coming down here?
I've been coming down here since 1992.
92. What's changed since then?
Oh, a lot's changed since then. Sloppy Joe's got smaller.
It used to be a lot bigger, didn't it?
It did. It actually did. So Sloppy Joe's got smaller, but like anything, times change and bars and people change.
Yep.
But it's still one of the best places in the world.
It's still the same, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Still the same.
So you've been coming down here since 92, so damn near 30 years.
Yes, sir.
What brought you down here?
You know, I always wanted to live in Florida, and when I got out of the military, I called my mom, and God rest her soul, I called my mom and said, hey, I'm moving to Florida. Like, again, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to live in Florida.
From where were you from?
Michigan.
Okay.
I've been from lower Detroit, Monroe, Michigan, right between Toledo, Ohio, and Detroit, and I'm by Put-in Bay. I go to Put-in Bay a lot.
Yeah.
I have a house there.
Yeah.
And Put-in Bay's, they call it the Key West of the Midwest.
We get a lot of those guys. Yeah. We used to have Pat Daly would play the month of March every year.
Yeah, God rest his soul too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, great guy.
Met a lot of people from the Roundhouse and I can't even remember.
Yep.
Too many to remember.
Yeah, the Bay's just like this.
And from Peely Mike, the Canadian.
Yep. The beat over from Peely Island.
Yep. Good time. So you came down here, you moved down, and you moved to where?
It was funny because I'd never been to Florida, so I told my mom I was going to move to Cocoa Beach. Okay. And then she goes, well, your cousin's laid off and he's hanging in Hollywood, Florida. So I go, well, Hollywood, Florida it is. And I moved to Hollywood, Florida. $300 in my pocket and everything I owned in my car.
Yeah. Hey, that's some shit.
Yeah, isn't it? It's crazy.
What kind of car?
It was a Cutlass.
Cutlass Supreme?
Yeah. No Cutlass.
Yeah, I remember those. They were a bad motor back in the day. I mean, Cutlass was run like a scalded dog. So Hollywood, stayed in Hollywood. What'd you do there?
Stayed in Hollywood, and I started working, and then I got met a few people that needed some work in the adult industry, so like the adult clubs and stuff.
Right.
And I started working with them, and one thing led to another. I was like, yeah, I'd like to manage. When I worked with them, I was doing electrical work for a subcontractor. Then I met the owners, and I was like, hey, I wouldn't mind getting in this industry, working with you. So I did that, and then it went from there.
Wow. So you went from working on the back side of the house on the electric to working the front of the house.
Yeah, well, I was doing, like I said, electrical work. They needed some lights and some.
What club was that?
But that back in the day was Pure Pleasure. It was
Pure Pleasure.
And then, again, there was 5 owners. So the owners told me, I approached one of the owners. I go, hey, I want to get into business and stuff, but I don't have the money.
Right.
I go, if you help me out, I said, with my sweat, I'll work my ass off for you. And that's what I did. And then we opened one, and then another one, and then God rest his soul, he passed away. But then I kept opening more and more.
So how many do you have?
Now I have adult clubs, I have 8, and restaurant bars, I have 6.
Yeah.
We got them in Tampa, Fort Myers, Davie, Florida, or Hollywood, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, whatever you want to call it.
And that's not enough to keep you busy?
I'm too busy, to be honest with you. I know, that's what I said. And here I am buying one down here, and I said today at the closing, I go, I don't even know why I'm buying, I should be selling.
Well, the time was right, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly. I've been looking 30 years down there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, it's a special market. It's a little different, but I mean, you run and own 8. I'm sure you have a pretty good idea of what you're getting into.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, and what are the names of the ones up in?
They're in Fort Myers. They're Vixens, and then we have Lookers.
Okay.
And the Hurricane blew our one down. We bought Fantasies on the beach, and it blew when we bought it. That Hurricane in Fort Myers.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be called. It should be open in January. That one's going to be called Vixens on the Beach. Okay. And then the one in Tampa is Vixens. and Ybor. It used to be Ybor Strip.
Ybor?
Yeah, because I'm right there in Ybor
Yep.
City. So it's Vixens at Ybor City.
Right on.
And then the one in, by the Hard Rock, we're about a mile from the Hard Rock, that's Vixens also.
And that's in Hollywood.
That's like Davie, Hollywood,
Yeah, okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
So where'd the name come from?
My business partner, so I used to own a club called Scarlet's. You ever heard of Scarlet's?
Yeah.
All right, so I used to own Club Scarlet's. I sold that about 6 years ago, and the partner that talked to me to sell him, we bought out, and we were running new names for the other club because we changed it from Vixens to Play. Right? No, I'm sorry. It was changed to Play. We were running names, writing them on a paper, and Vixens was the one that popped out to me.
Wow. Ever sponsor powerboats?
No, I haven't, but I know people and friends that have.
Because it seemed like I've seen that name on a powerboat.
It may be because Vixens brand is really blowing up.
Yeah.
And I got people like up north that they have Vixens on their cars, on their boats, like they wear Vixens.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the brand is really blowing up and getting bigger and bigger, better and better. And I believe it's because the way we operate and run, we treat people with respect. We're in the hospitality business, so we show them a great time,
Right.
and let them have a great time.
Right.
Main thing we don't want is trouble, or we don't want fights. You know, one thing I put up in the bar, right on our screens, if you fight in here, you're barred for life.
For life. Yeah. Don't need that attitude.
Yep.
I mean, and you're right. I mean, tempers can get heated in a heartbeat, but you got to walk that shit right out the door.
That's a fact.
You know?
One good thing about being in the adult business, honestly, compared to the regular, say, a tavern and stuff, most fights are over what? Over girls and pool tables.
Yeah.
Well, in the adult industry overall, you don't have the pool tables, and every girl is your girl as long as you got this.
Yeah, exactly. Your pants should be right there on your hip.
Exactly.
Should be right
And if
there.
not, she's over at the other guy's
Yeah.
hip.
So you're SOL.
Yeah.
Go get some more money. There's an ATM down the hallway, right?
Every other step there's an ATM.
Worse than Disney World. We got 9 ways to give you money. They'll take your money. We'll give you money. 9 different ways. Well, that's great. So you've been in the industry for a long time.
30 years.
And now you've bought one here, and you're going to be opening one here.
We bought Bear Assets.
Yeah.
Which we want to do. We're going to do a name change. Chance, the owner of Bear Assets, has been awesome.
Yep.
Great guy. He's owned it for many years, and it's a pleasure to be able to take over and take Bear Assets to the next level. And we want to call it Vixens Key West.
So is that a property purchase as well?
I know it isn't. We did a lease, and the people that own the property, we renewed a totally new lease and have a 20-year lease.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, and I'll probably be long gone before the 20 years.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully not long gone, but maybe be out of the business by then. So,
probably 6
did that
foot
come with liquor store and the apartments?
I'm sorry?
Do you have the liquor store as well?
Yep.
And the apartments?
Yes, sir.
How many apartments are up there?
There's 2 apartments.
Is that all?
Yeah. From my understanding. I haven't actually been.
You know what? I've never been in those apartments. Maybe I have, a long time ago. I used to be at Big Daddy's
Yeah.
100 years ago.
Yeah. And Teasers used to be there.
Teasers was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
And then, like, from my understanding, Teasers, Bear Assets, and a gay club was all there.
Yeah, wow, I forgot about that.
And then anyway, one thing led to another, and it changed hands, and
Yeah, in my mind, it was Big Daddy's or Bear Assets.
Yeah.
That's when I moved here. It was a Big Daddy's,
Yeah.
and they were popular in Florida.
yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So you'll be there in a month.
No, we're there. We closed today.
Close today.
So we own it as of now.
Wow.
So everybody that's listening, well,
It'll be about a month out, but
It'll be, if anybody listening, Bear Assets, go there. And if it's called Vixens, then that's the new name. And that should happen around October 11th.
wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Well, good luck to you, man.
Thank you,
I'm
my
glad
man.
you took the time to sit and talk to me and tell me the backstory of the.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Because I see you around, but I've never really talked to you.
No.
I mean, I people go, oh, he has Vixens, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Vixens, the brand is really blown up. It really is.
Isn't that great?
Down here, I want to make it like really awesome.
Right.
And what's great about it is we're going to be able to cross promo from Put-in-Bay.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a big project there.
Right.
And it's going to be called Vixens Resort. and it's going to have 8 bars on one property.
Wow.
And a pool.
In Put in Bay?
And Put in Bay.
Wow.
And a pool. And that's going to be called Vixens Resort. Then each bar and each name is going to be a different name.
Sure.
And then, but I'm going to be able to then cross promo from Put in Bay, Fort Myers, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale,
Sure.
Key West.
That's a great territory.
Yes.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
A lot.
That's a lot.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
And one good thing is I got great staff,
Yep.
people that that really know the hospitality business, and that's what makes us overall on our A game.
Yeah.
You know, we only want A players. We don't want employees or staff that's B and below. You know, we want A games that know the hospitality business, know how to treat people right, know how to respect each other, know how to have fun, and also get crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people think that it can't be done, but it can.
No, it can't.
It can absolutely be done. You can do all those things.
Yep.
You know, you can have fun and you can be.
And get crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
The way we look at it is like anything, right? If you ain't hurting me,
Right.
doing anything against me, being
Right.
physically or this or that,
Yeah.
and you're just having fun, throwing some napkins, throwing some ones, hey, getting crazy, hooting, hollering,
Yeah.
that's the name of the game. Why else are you
Absolutely.
out? Why do you go out on one?
Yeah, to blow off some
release.
steam and
Yeah,
get it out.
To release, to
And have fun. Well, that's why I'm constantly saying that around here. It's like people sometimes. I don't mean to say this out loud, but sometimes I think bartenders get old and get stuck, and they get really they lose the sight that they're in the entertainment business,
They get complacent.
and they get complacent.
And
That's
what they do is
that's the word.
And here's what they think, especially in territories like this. They feel, oh, well, what do I give a shit about that customer?
I'll never see him again.
Because is that and that is
Yeah.
another one rolling in 2 seconds behind.
Right.
And they should never be like that.
But here's what I tell my guys, and I don't know how long you've known my guys, but I tell them all when they start, I go, be nice to everybody because you'll see them again. You know, whether you believe it or not, you're going to meet these same people again. And my guys are more popular than me.
Right.
You know, people come in and go, hey, where's Marco? Where's Johnny D? Where, you know, and they realize after about a year or two, you'll see the same people for events.
Yep.
You might only see them once a year, but they're here for Fantasy Fest. You'll see people 3 times a year. They're here for lobster season. They're here for 3 different things. But you see them over and over and over.
Well, what's awesome about that, seeing them over and over and over, is that one, that shows you how much they enjoy the island.
Right.
Right? And they're coming down there. And then 2, if they're seeing them here over and over and over, that shows how you're being hospitable and nice to those people.
Right.
And that brings them always to come say hello to JD and the rest of them.
You want them to, you want them,
Johnny D.
yeah, it was JD, Johnny D, and Mike. And, I mean, you know, I've only got 9 guys on my crew.
Right.
And I was telling somebody tonight, I think 7 of them have been with me longer than 10 years.
Right.
You know, I mean, Johnny's been with me since '89. You know, but the hospitality industry is a different animal. People that have never worked in the service industry, they don't really understand what we do.
No.
You know, they don't have a clue, and it's it's hard to explain.
You know, one thing we always say amongst our staff and amongst ourselves is we have to show people how to have fun, because they go to other establishments and they're told, settle down.
Right.
You do that, you throw it out.
Right.
Try to have any type of fun, let their hair down, and they're getting bounced out and yelled at. And we're like, no, we want you, as long as you don't hurt somebody
As long
else,
as you're not breaking shit, and you're not hurting anybody,
have fun, get crazy.
yell and hoot, holler,
Yeah.
go for it.
Exactly, and that's exactly it. That's what we're all about. So that's why I think, honestly, that we're getting better and better and bigger and bigger.
Nice. That's very good. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to the community.
I appreciate
I'm sure we'll see you around even more than ever.
Well, and I hope to honestly help out with the community. We do that also. We get involved with charities. We get involved with a lot of different other events, and to be part of the community, to make the community a much better place and have a lot of fun.
Good. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
I best of luck to you.
I appreciate it.
Best of luck.
Hey, thank you so much. Bottom of my heart.
I know you're a busy man and you've had a busy day, but I've got one last question.
Yes, sir.
Being this is the #1 pizza shop show on the internet, I've got to ask you one pizza question. That Sambuca smells delicious, by the way.
I know it does. It tastes delicious too.
That was one of my evil go-tos, that and Rumpy. So my question for you is, if you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
Slutty one.
A slutty one. My God, I love this guy. You know, we're gonna have to make the slutty pie now. Name it.
Extra sauce, extra cream.
Hey, wow, boom. Alrighty, well, thank you for being my guest.
All right, my man.
I want to thank everybody for watching. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, please do. On behalf of myself, Tim, Randy, Jade, and the whole crew at Angelina's, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.